Good afternoon, my turtle ducks. Thank you so much for joining me today. Last time we talked about laundry. Today, let's talk a little about dishes. First off, you will need a few basics, so let's go over those. Of course, you need dishes to start. There are so many out there that it can be a little overwhelming, but here are my suggestions. If you are simply not in a place where doing dishes regularly is something you have the capacity for, consider buying paper plates, bowls, and cups. Of the single-use dishes, these are almost always microwave safe, they can be compostable, and they are relatively inexpensive. If you're in a position to be doing dishes regularly, I highly suggest porcelain, ceramic, and glass. Plastic is prone to warping when exposed to uneven heat, like a microwave or a dishwasher, and can stain quite easily. Wooden dishes may feel nice, but they must be hand washed, as the high heat and pressure of a dishwasher can cause them to come apart or warp. They are also porous and can be prone to molding in high humidity regions. You can easily find ceramic dishes at secondhand shops and dollar stores. With the exception of china, most will be both microwave and dishwasher safe. While it is true they can be more fragile than plastic or wood, I personally think the benefits outweigh the drawbacks. So, how many dishes should one have? Realistically, you can have as many dishes as you can keep clean. However, to start, I suggest having one dish for every person in your household, plus 3 held in storage for guests. This can be adjusted a bit. I don't particularly care for using plates as I have unstable hands, so the security of the walls of bowls makes me more comfortable. As a result, we have fewer plates in our cupboards and more bowls. I use the same math for utensils. Again, I rarely use a fork. We have fewer of those that live in our silverware drawer, but we have more spoons. So don't feel the need to have less of something you use frequently just to have the appropriate amount of something you rarely or never use. If you're going to be doing any cooking at all, you will want a small pot for sauces or smaller portions, a large pot for soups, stews, and larger portions, a flat pan for cooking vegetables, meats, and eggs, a spatula, and a cooking spoon. If you plan to start cooking regularly, I suggest also getting an electric kettle, a rice cooker, a slow cooker or crock pot, a mixer, either hand or stand, a square casserole dish, and a bread pan. Now, there are hundreds of other kitchen gadgets to do all manner of intricate foods with, so if there's a tool you simply love that isn't mentioned here, feel free to share it in the comments and what you use it for. Now, when you're putting dishes in the cupboard, I think it's important to remember the materials. For cups, plates, and bowls, it's not as important. Simply arrange them in a way that is the easiest for you. However, with cookware, it can actually matter. If you have non-stick or cast iron cookware, make sure to put a paper or cloth towel in between stacked pots and pans to keep them from scratching the inside or leaving residue on one another. This goes for ceramic cookware also. That's it for today. Next time we'll pick back up with washing dishes. Why don't you take a little break? If you have any further questions, feel free to leave them below or send me a telenym. Thank you for joining me, my turtle ducks. Until next time, be kind to each other and to yourselves.